Today we are here live at Surveyor's House Enugu, where they'll be having a workshop that will talk about understanding the benefit of Enugu State Digital Survey Management System. Don't get anywhere. This is still your reporter on your live program. I'm giving you more updates about the event. Thank you.
The last department of the ministry is gone as of today. As we go on, the impact of technology, AI, will affect many professions in diverse ways. Our own is about to be affected. We are lucky that at the helm of our affairs in so many of these places are surveyors. As of today, we spoke, and it was possible to move the office of the Surveyor General of the Federation out of the Federal Ministry of Lands and Housing. So we're able to also appreciate that the surveyors want some level of clarity, some level of certainty to their work. And that's to say that His Excellency sees this as a product that will create that. It's a product that will enable a surveyor finish his work or her work and go to sleep. Nobody is going to call you at your 80th birthday to tell you that there's a court case, there's an ongoing litigation about one land that you surveyed 40 years ago, and you're struggling to remember whose land was that, and they say, well, you need to come and give evidence in court. Because what we now intend to create is a system that is fully automated.
The government of His Excellency, Dr. Peter Simba, has always seen the need to enhance our assets. One critical asset, of course, we know is the land assets of Enugu State. This is to key into his overarching vision of making Enugu the destination of choice for investments. Now, part of this would be, for instance, where you say that you are giving an investor a space, a piece of land to maybe build an estate, or maybe have a farm, or maybe to build a factory. It was very important that that land was exactly where it was said to be. His Excellency has therefore directed that we deploy technology. So we now have a survey management system that essentially keys into technology to make sure that even at a push of button, like we would say, you're able to see your land on your computer, on your phone, on your system. What it means is that those locations, those survey descriptions, you can key them in from any part of the world, really, and view your land. We're very excited to note that the surveyors are cooperating, working with us, and we are in synergy with them in this process. Then for the average citizen, the potential investor, the potential buyer of land, if I may call that, we intend to also go out with jingles, with narratives that really explain what this is all about. That's about certainty on your land. You know, if you go back in time, you will find title documents that the survey actually had no business with the location that it was being talked about.
So, Surveyor Chief, just to switch on. Forming the land management system in Enugu State, it starts from surveying. Because when this implementation of this survey solution comes around, then what it means is that the whole old coordinates that are not in use will be discarded, and government have adopted the new modern origin, which if any survey is done in a place, it will give the land the value, it will give it a title, and it will make everything about it to be uniformized and digitalized. That's it. Then some didn't even understand the initiative or the objective of the Enugu state government, led by His Excellency Dr. Peter Simba. He wants Enugu state to be aligned with modern digital technology concerning survey and the digitization of all the land in Enugu state to be in one unified origin. And that will help Enugu state to move forward. So the issue of court litigation won't be invoked again. So doing survey or having land on top of an existing layouts will be a thing of the past. So it's a welcome development. I thank God that he thinks towards that line.
I'm Professor Victor Chukwemekana. I'm a surveyor by profession. I'm a former commissioner for lands. I'm also a senior faculty member in the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, Department of Geoinformatics and Surveying. Yeah, it will bring a lot of benefit. In fact, it will transform land administration, transaction, both for the government, the ordinary citizens, and for the surveyors who are practicing the systems. Is very, very, very optimal. It's going to solve a lot of land-related conflict and litigations all over the state. It's going to help the government generate more land-related revenue and help government solve land-related issues. It is going to help ordinary citizens secure the title of their landed property. It's going to ensure that there is no unnecessary overlap of property boundaries, unnecessary litigation, wasting the time of the court and the time of the judges and lawyers. It's going to help the court to resolve existing land disputes that are already in court. It's going to help the EFCC to combat the land fraudsters, people who falsify land documents, people who sell land that do not belong to them, people who sell land that do not exist. It's going to help all the security agencies, the EFCC, the ICPC, the police. It's going to help Enugu state government to deliver all other dividends of democracy to the people of Enugu state. For example, we have people like the Enugu State Water Corporation. Everything they do is on land, and their pipelines are on land. They encroach on some property boundaries, and when this system is used in charting it, it's going to resolve all those issues.
My name is Dr. Ugochukwu Obiorachim, a surveyor. The government of Enugu State, under the leadership of Dr. Peter Mba, has decided that we are going to be a global competitive state, and that involves changes in land administration. And when you come to land administration, because every development is on land, but when you come to land, survey is primary, is the bedrock of every development. So this workshop, to address the impact it will have on the activities of surveying and surveyors in Enugu State, is a welcome development. To have here the leadership of the surveying family, to have the commissioner for land, the surveyor general, sit down in a place, interrogate data, is a step in the right direction. And I'm happy with the outcome that they have decided to work together to make sure that in future we'll have a survey service that will meet the investment appetite of investors, that will make sure that we have turnaround time that is quick, we have more efficient transaction costs and transaction time in the area of land management. So I'm happy and I'm pleased to be here.
My name is Savio Emmanuel Chukwemeka Nnamani, FNIS. I'm the chairman of Nigerian Institution of Surveyors Enugu State Branch. And the workshop that we are on today is the state government wanting to interface with surveyors in the state to really let us know of the changes they want to introduce in the land administration system of Enugu State. And if before now, there have been series of challenges in land ownership here. You do a survey or you have an allocation, you will discover that sometimes it has been allocated to one or more people in the past before you. And you see a situation where about 2, 3 people, they are fighting over one property because of what? Number one, the documentation were not properly done, or the survey not properly done. Like before now, Enugu was operating on so many local origins, but currently we have been able to unify all the origins under one origin. That is the core, that is the continuously operating reference system that the Office of the Solicitor General of the state has now adopted. Now that we are lucky to have a government that wants to move forward by going digital in many of these things, then professionals should be able to buy into these things and avail the people the opportunity of speed and accuracy in land administration in the state. So
My name is Venerable Associate Professor Ndukwechi Emelu, the current head of Department of Geoinformatics and Surveying, University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. Now, the workshop is important because of the level where we are, in that we need to get our members abreast with what is happening, especially when there is a change. People always have a way of resisting change. When there is a new innovation, there is always is normal. People resist. So the level of understanding, appreciation is not equal. So some people, the workshop is required to put everybody on the same page, so that people will appreciate what is happening, what the government is doing in Enugu State. We are in a digital era. The equipment we are using is digital. The data we capture is digital. So what stops us from implementing full digital components? We have to fall in line, move in line with the trend. So we are in a digital world. So surveying practice that is moving along in that direction. We need to make a move. We need to move. In the school, we teach students digital mapping, digital this, and we are special. We use the special equipment to produce our work. So why can't we go on and transform? It's like a transformation, a shift from the traditional analog pattern into a digital mode of data analysis, capturing and presentation.
Yeah, my name is Surveyor John Emenike. It's a wonderful innovation, very destructive, and it's part of the governor's innovation. No wonder. So, in land administration in Enugu State, gathering everything together, and we are so happy that is bringing it in and making the surveyors the key players in the whole thing. So what they are trying to do is to bring the whole thing using the new technology that is available to everybody.
Okay, my name is Surveyor Dr. Nixon Onlebikenduji. I'm a geospatial consultant. I'm working with the state government in implementing this digital land administration system. It's just a system that everyone has to key into. It's in line with national transformation agenda of even the lands transformation program in the country. So the governor is going ahead and is keying into this system. So he's driving this disruptive innovation. So I'm encouraging everyone to key into what the government is doing so as to be able to move the state forward. They should just go to the respective designated centers and continue with the registration process and the validation process. It will bring security to your system. Every property will have a digital identity number. And then the government cannot, like in cases where you see where they acquire properties irregularly. But with this system, you can see what is going on in the state and you can see where properties are, and it will bring security to every property in the state because every property will have a digital ID, just like your bank verification number and your national ID. So the database will create a central system where every property will have an ID and everything will be secure in the state.
I'm Surveyor Chin Justice Uchenna. Okay, in this gathering, we are the Enugu State government by Bishop Dr. Pikandi Isemba. We're trying to reform a new survey system that will help the state to digitize all survey coordinate systems to make it to be as a recognized local origin, to transform from local origin to modern origin, which is UTM. At least it's unifying all the coordinate systems. And when you chart a plan, you have it into an origin, and there's a basic point where it's needed to be.